Update brought to you by American Implement. Indebted to the past, committed to the future. In a moment, K-State's Barry Flinchbaugh.
Conestoga Energy is committed to investing in technology in their communities through Inogen Corn, the exclusive hybrid corn specifically bred for use in the production of ethanol fuel. The Inogen Corn reduces energy usage in the plant, pays a 40% premium back to the farmer, and keeps $3 million in the United States rather than going to foreign countries. It's good for American farmers, businesses, and consumers. Conestoga Energy, fueling the new frontier. S&S Trailer Sales, with 2 locations in Ness City, Kansas, is where everybody goes to buy or rent trailers. They feature the all-new, all-aluminum Mauer grain trailer with all of the electric options, the easy-to-load detached trailers, and a huge stock of header trailers. At the west location, you'll find bumper pulls, goosenecks, and oilfield specialty trailers, along with flat and utility beds for pickups. S&S Trailer Sales in Ness City and on the web, but remember, you do have to spell out the "and."
Day and night till the job is done, Teeter is the one that works for you. Fields of green reaching toward the sun, Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter is the one, Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter Irrigation, your source for water management.
We're joined now by K-State Ag Economist Emeritus Dr. Barry Flinchbaugh, and yet again, you're still on the circuit and telling the way you see it, and the issues seemingly never change over really your career. It's still kind of the same thing, but I guess the first thing, let's just get to it. We've had Donald Trump now as president for a year.
Yeah, and it's clearly a mixed bag. Depends on the issue. And I've been in the grading business for 50 years. So I have been grading him issue by issue. And he gets 2 A's, a B, and 2 F's. A on hiring Purdue. I'm really impressed with him so far. An A on deregulation. That's really the positive part of Trump. He seems to be going along pretty well with Roberts and Conaway on the Farm Bill, so B. But immigration and trade, I mean, he's got both of those in just an awful mess. And we're going to have labor shortage in agriculture. The immigrants are going home. And then trade, he already pulled the plug on TPP, and he pulls the plug on NAFTA. We're in deep trouble.
Wolfter Construction and Irrigation has been around a long time, and a lot of folks have trusted them to design, build, and service all sizes of commercial and on-farm storage for grain and equipment. Wolfter is also known for their outstanding irrigation division, where they stock a complete selection of nozzles, regulators, drops, gear drives, electrical, and structure components. Looking for an electric motor? Wolfter has a large selection in single and 3-phase. Next time, reach out to the pros who have decades of experience at taking care of business the right way. Wolfter Construction and Irrigation.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception: keeping electricity affordable.
Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Would you like to see something done about high gas prices and low unemployment? Western Plains Energy in Campus, Kansas is doing something about it. They're a proud part of Growth Energy, America's ethanol supporters, and they employ 38 people and will be adding more following the expansion. Ethanol fuel not only reduces the cost of regular gasoline, it's good for the environment and keeps money right here in the United States while supporting local rural jobs. Western Plains Energy, doing something for the future.
Did you think, he had talked about bilateral agreements, a year later, here we are with none. Are his tactics, I guess, can these tactics last through his administration?
Well, he hasn't changed in a year. So he seems to, when you talk to him and explain it to him, he gets it. But then it may change the next day. Like his comment in Switzerland yesterday that he's willing to rethink TPP. That came right out of the blue. I mean, everybody thought it was dead. And that would be wonderful because TPP is very good for agriculture. So he's very hard to predict. And you just got to be prepared for all kinds of contingency plans and so forth because you just don't know where he's coming from.
Secretary Perdue has been out with USDA's kind of roadmap, they call it, for the next farm bill. We know there's been lots of hearings still out in the country and in D.C. on the farm bill, been derailed by a number of issues from immigration to the tax situation, just haven't gotten things going. I guess as your crystal ball, as you've always looked into it, looking at this farm bill, will there be tweaks? Will there be things that will continue to be good, at least for the High Plains region?
Yes. First of all, Robert's just chair of the Senate Ag Committee, so it's going to be a Kansas and Texas bill. And that means wheat and corn and beans got to compromise with cotton and rice and peanuts, which is fine. And Purdue is from a cotton state, but a grain producer, can help bring us together. So the Farm Bill is going to turn out. I'm really not concerned about the Farm Bill in terms of the main issues. Money is always a problem, and budget. Basically, we think we have flat funding, but that doesn't include cotton and dairy, and the dairy program needs more money to work, and cotton opted out of the commodity programs last time, and they come up with their own program, which didn't work. Now they want back in, and I certainly wouldn't roll over and play dead and give them everything they want, so there has to be some compromise there. We need to refigure how we determine the ARC payments, for example, because you can get a big payment in one county and zero in the next. So it's got to be on a regional basis. We got to update the base. But the basic concept of a price-based program and a revenue-based program and let farmers choose, I think will stay intact. And as much freedom as we can give farmers in determining their own program, the better off we'll be, I think. You should disperse the decision-making as much as possible.
When you've had a best friend for over 50 years, you develop a trust. And the Scott Co-op has been a trusted rural friend since 1957. A co-op keeps money in the area, doing business for and with their members. And that helps keep their hometown thriving with keeping money in the community. Scott Co-op is not just an elevator. It's the rural way of doing business. So, when you see an elevator, remember your friends at Scott Co-op. Experience matters. That's why Conestoga Logistics prides itself in having over 40 years of transportation knowledge and skill to serve you and your customers. With a fleet of certified drivers and late model equipment, exceeding their customers' expectations is an everyday goal. Fast, courteous, and professional service with an outstanding safety record. That's what you get when you contact Conestoga Logistics at ConestogaEnergy.com.